Yeah, this is very relaxed. We're on air now, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Charles Ward. I'm here today with Mark Price from Polar Bear Windows, and we're talking about the double glazing work they do in the Bath area. So first of all, I'll hand over to Mark to introduce himself and give us a bit of background information on Polar Bear Windows.
Yeah, okay. I'm Mark, as Charles said, from Polar Windows. Been fit windows since I was 17, now 41. Set up a window company with different ways of promoting double glazing within the industry. Some are a bit different to the normal, of high pressure cells and pressure selling, and people giving prices really high and knocking it down. I've come into this market with a completely different approach, mainly to do with the insulation side, and giving people great advice on double glazing.
Interesting. So tell us why Polar Bear Windows are special when it comes to double glazing. Obviously, your approach to the business and your approach to helping people get the right product.
Yeah, why we're a little bit different is when we go and see a customer or a client, customer, whatever you want to call them, we like to advise on what they're having, not what they gonna be forced to get. So we advise them on openers upstairs, different locking systems, different glass, different designs of windows to suit their property. Places in Bath have got sash windows, a lot more taller, thinner windows, so they want a different design of window to your traditional sort of Cornish style house in Downend or something like that. So everything's made to measure and designed to suit the property. So then we go out, measure up all the windows, work out a quotation. We don't give them no gimmicks. We don't do buy one get one free. We don't do no hard sell, so we're not going to sit around and try and force you into having it. We're just relaxed. We give you a quote within 48 hours. Sometimes we give you a quote on a day if it's an easy job to work out. But we like to come away and work it out properly to the pound and then email you the quote or send it to you in the post. One of the main things with us is our glass. We use like a 28mm unit, which is the real wide thick one. So you've got a 4mm piece of glass, a 20mm spacer.
Is that better insulation then, is it?
Well, some companies use a 22mm, some companies use 20, and some companies use a 28. We use 28, but we use what's called warm edge technology. So between the glass, you've normally got an aluminium spacer bar, but as you know, aluminium is a conductor because it's metal. So cold travels through and heat travels through metal because it's a conductor. So we use something called warm edge technology, a warm edge spacer bar in between our glass. With a 20mm, that's a 20mm spacer, so it's a 4mm piece of glass, 20mm spacer, 4mm piece of glass. All the frames is reinforced with composite, not steel. So it's really energy efficient. So we only fit A-rated Windows Plus. We don't offer a C. The minimum required by the government now is a C-rated, but we only offer an A because the difference between the two is we just rather do A-rated than the job's done properly.
I've not heard of that before. That's an unusual approach, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, only offering an A.
Well, as a sales, people offer a C and an A for sales tactics, where we're not into any of that sales tactics. So we just say that's what it is, that's the price. Just have A-rated, because the difference between the two is nothing as in cost to us. There is a great difference in energy efficiency, but in the actual cost of it, there's hardly any difference. You might as well just give them the best for what they're the best pounds for their money, basically, getting the best product for their money. Things like it's all multi-point locking and everything that all the locking systems all tried and tested.
So security is a really important issue, isn't it?
Yeah, massive. Yeah.
So how do you go about that then? What's your security?
Well, we offer a security guarantee, which I can show you on here, which is anyone breaks into our window through forced entry, so screwdrivers, lever bars, claw hammers, anything like that. If they break the locks, we'll replace that window free of charge. That's how confident we are. And we haven't had to do that yet, and we've been given that guarantee now for about 8 years, something like that. The DVD backs that up as well. That's on the internet, and it's actually on a link to our website. I was a bit bigger then, a bit of a bigger lad, but Trying to slim down a bit for my lovely wife.
So should I, don't look at me.
Yeah, so security obviously is a big issue. Toughened glass, things like that. We put toughened glass in doors, bathrooms, bottoms of stairs, tops of stairs, all part of building regs. Where we have to put it in, we put it in. Anywhere below, especially in Bath, a lot of windowsills are below 800 millimetres. So that's like a trip hazard. So you need to put toughened glass in for that. All that is standard. We don't charge any extra because it's all part of what's meant to be in there anyway. So there's no like sales gimmicks with that either. We're not in any of this sales gimmicky stuff.
That's good.
We're a window fitting company.
I think that's a huge relief for everybody, I think, because I mean the stories you hear about double glazing sales are a nightmare, aren't they? But
Yeah.
so it's really good to hear that you don't put that horrible pressure on people.
No, I find all that boring, but like giving people like stories and trying to frighten them into buying windows is like, I can't see the point in it.
No, it's
It's
horrible.
just
Horrible.
rubbish.
So when I read your brochure, Mark, you have something there about guaranteed satisfaction. Is that connected with the guarantee, or is that something else?
No, that's we give you a guarantee for the product, which is we give you a 20-year against the plastic, against it bending, bowing, warping, cracking, going yellow. Years ago, cut window companies, windows was going yellow and pink. So we back that up with a 20-year guarantee. At the end of the day, let's not be, plastic is plastic. It ain't never going to rot, no matter what. So, but it does. Some plastic does discolor, and some plastic does crack on the welds, and some. So we just give that extra security and that extra peace of mind that if you're going to buy windows with us, 20 years we guarantee it for.
That's impressive.
So it's quite
I've never heard of that before. Is that unusual?
normally 10, but I said we're here for the duration, and this is a family-run business.
Yeah.
And it's going to go on and on and on and on.
Your son's coming in, isn't he?
Yeah, George has just started with me, along with all the other lovely friends and staff and people we got working for me. He's going to start a long journey now. Hopefully, within about 20 years, he'll be ready to take on the keys and open up the gates in the morning.
Because you're growing very fast in terms of numbers and staff, haven't you?
Yeah, we're growing 50% growth year in, year out for the last since the recession started, really.
That's good. Well, in a recession, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's largely driven by recommendation and referral business as well, isn't it? Which speaks for itself, in my opinion.
I've been realistic. At the end of the day, we're in a recession and a lot of people are buying on cost. We do quality, we do excellent product, but at the end of the day, as much service and everything that we give to our clients, unfortunately, they're still buying on cost. So, we've realised that and kept the cost affordable, but still giving the quality and the service.
It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's no brainer, really.
I mean, you could be like the best, I can give the best advice and the best product that we offer, but it's still someone's not going to want to pay a premium for that quality. So we've reduced our prices down to suit the times that we were in, and that's what's kept us successful.
Interesting. So if someone comes to you and decides to go with you, what's the financial range? Do they have to pay a deposit of some sort? Or?
We don't take no deposit at all. We don't take a penny from the customer till the job's in, finished and completed. And when it's completed, then they pay us. That's why we guarantee satisfaction. Because obviously they ain't going to pay us if they're not satisfied.
No.
And I'm not in this business to give windows away for free, so I make sure every customer is satisfied. And the fitters do the job properly. And all the fitters are well experienced as well. Some of them's been doing it 20 years, 25 years, 35 years. We've got one of the fitters, Keith, he's been doing it 35 years. They're all up to a real high standard. And the reason I know that is because I've done it.
Right.
And I know what I expect. Because I'm not working my
socks
off. I'm not working my socks off for a pair of clowns to come into my company and ruin my reputation. So everyone gets vetted, and if they ain't up to standard, they don't even get their foot in the door. There's actually a waiting list to become an installer in this company, because I really do look after the installers, because I was one. So I really appreciate what they do for the company.
Yeah, look after the people there, look after you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And the customer, more important.
And the customer. They are the backbone of the company. When I used to be the installer, you can have all these flashy adverts on the telly, you can have all this, you know,
Okay.
won't say it, but you can have all these things that people advertise, but without any of that, if the job ain't fitted right, then you might as well not have any of that, had you?
Okay. So if someone wants to have a chat to you, wants to get in touch, can you just talk through that process for me?
Yeah, it's all mellow, there's no light pressure, so you just pick up the phone, you can ring 0117 327 0127. If you're, we got a free phone, which is 08000 787 447. You can go on the website and fill out a contact us request form.
There's also a free quote on the
All free quotes, yeah, there's none of that. You don't have to pay for no quotes in this day and age.
form for that as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a form for that. And the phone, one of the unique things with us is the phone lines are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Again, me being a person that buys things for, you know, from my family and in the life that I'm in, I need to buy things. One thing I can't stand is when you've bought something and you're after sales, you've got to go through like 10 options just to speak to a human being. Can't stand that. So with my company, you ring the phone, it rings, a human being answers it, they pick up the phone and it's dealt with. I can't be doing any of that. Option 1, option 2.
So if I phone you Christmas Day at 2 o'clock, you're not going to shout at me?
No, ring up. That's what we
That's
pay
good.
the staff to do, answer the phones. And they're all on rota, so those phones will be answered 365 days of the year.
Good, good.
24 hours a day, no matter what.
That's great. Well, thank you very much, Mark, for explaining it all so clearly. And thank you to all of you for listening to us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And look forward to seeing you in the future. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.